Hey there, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of the Blowfish Breakdown. It's Noah Adcock-Howeth here with you for another one. Today, we got Josh Topper on, second-year Blowfish player coming to us from Pfeiffer University in North Carolina, senior from Charlotte, North Carolina. So we're really excited to get to talk to you. Josh, how you doing, man?
I'm good, man. Hope you are.
Yeah, I'm doing well. Glad to be able to get the chance to talk to a fellow D3 guy. It's nice to have you instead of some of these big school guys we've been running through.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's fun to have a fellow D3 guy in and around the ballpark, and especially with my teammate Brian Kowalski last year coming from the same school. It's definitely cool to have somebody like me around.
Yeah, absolutely. We're definitely hoping to get Brian on sometime later this season. But first off, how are things going down at Pfeiffer? How are things looking this year?
Everything's looking good. From a team standpoint, we had a tough road series with Barrett College. We just got back from last night, but I think big things are starting to come here around the village.
That's good. That's real good to hear because I mean, people think Pfeiffer, that's a pretty solid program. It has been for the last few years. It's good to know that y'all gonna be back to that this season.
Yeah, we're hoping to turn it around for sure. I mean, the coaching changed last year with the pitching coach moving to the head guy. It's definitely been a change in leadership, but we're definitely looking to turn things around, and we got all the talent here. We just need to put all the right pieces together and let's get it going.
You think there's been any kind of change in either the way you're coached or really just any type of feel now that you got a pitching guy in the driver's seat?
Not necessarily. I mean, he was a big player when he was a pitching coach, and he's a first-year head coach last year. This will be his second season, so I really think he's got things under control and ready to party.
That's real good to hear. So what's your role looking like for the boys down there? What's starter, reliever? What are we getting out of you?
I've been the closer for the last 2 years, but now it's kind of just been a big relief guy. Like this weekend, went in right behind the starter on Sunday, so it's really just an adjustable role, and I'm ready to do whatever I need to, especially now and with the Blowfish coming up this summer.
And jumping right into that, talking about Lexington County, what did you kind of get out of being down here last year, and what are you trying to gain from that going into year two?
I learned a lot, playing with all these big school guys. Like they all come in with all this knowledge. It's fun to bounce things off of different guys. Like, hey, am I doing this right? What am I doing wrong? Like, what are you seeing, kind of thing. I'm getting a lot of feedback from my peers and especially the coaching staff too. Coach Rivera and Fico did a great job. I really like playing under their leadership style. So I'm ready to be back and playing out front of the fans in Lexington County.
What do you think is the biggest difference between like USA South ball and regular college stuff versus being in a college summer league?
It's different. The guys are ready to go play. They want to win a championship. Everybody wants to be something special, regardless of if they're wherever they're playing at. They could be the biggest fish. They could be the smallest fish. But at the same time, like everybody comes together and plays. Like the brotherhood of summer ball. I love that.
Do you come in with a little bit of a chip on your shoulder, considering you're a D3 guy surrounded by SEC, ACC, everybody?
Absolutely. I definitely feel like I got something to prove at the same time as all these other guys because these guys are looking at scouts, 10 to 15 times, like during the season, like a lot of times. But something being a D3, sometimes I feel like I'm overlooked. So I want to see how I stack up against the best of the best.
There we go. What was it that draw you to the Blowfish in the first place, and why did you come back?
Originally, like I was saying, my teammate Brian Kowalski got on with Fico when they won the championship down in Morehead City. And originally I was a Valley leaguer, so I was going to go back to the Valley. And Brian said, hey, why don't you try and come play with me? So Brian's one of my best friends, and I was really excited to play with him another year.
Yeah, and we're really glad that you made that change. Now, the Valley League, that's kind of up on me in Virginia, and that's a league that's a whole different type of thing. So what do you think has been the difference between the Valley and the Coastal Plain?
To be honest with you, they're both filled with talent. Regardless where you go, like 1 through 9 is always talented, no matter which league you're in. At the same time, too, it's kind of a different atmosphere. Like you're playing in stadiums, like big stadiums, like Grayson Stadium down there in Savannah, and Macon's got a historic field. All these teams up in the Valley, they got all the historics. Like they've been there since what, the 70s, 80s, if not earlier. Like their teams are prestiged enough. Now we're playing out front of fans that come in numbers. The highest team, like what am I going to say? Crowd attendance was 1,100 at home with the Winchester Royals. But now I'm going into a stadium that, could seat 3 to 5, potentially standing room only makes it 8. So it's really a different atmosphere.
Yeah, and you know how some of these like teams are. They sit 3 to 5 and they pack that and then some.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is there any of the stadiums besides Lexington County that you're really looking forward to getting back to that was your favorite in year one?
Honestly, like as much as I hate to say it, like playing in Savannah is a completely different atmosphere. Like it brings more of what I think to be the rough and rowdy fans that are really there for their home team. What I picture the SEC being like, and being from Division III, seeing 146 fans, that's a great day. But packing it out as much as you can out there in Grayson Stadium and even at home, it's something special.
Yeah, I mean, let's not act like the D3 fans can't get rowdy too, but when you have that kind of numbers in Savannah, it's something different.
Absolutely.
Man, so we talked on it like right at the beginning of this you're kind of like been using that swingman role and the first guy out of the pen, but how would you describe like the way you are on the mound? Like you power pitcher, breaking ball guy. What's your identity?
I'm a big breaking ball guy. My slider and my curveball are kind of my bread and butter. I'm hoping to be a velo guy, big power guy at some point. That's just going to come with a lot more training and things like that, especially with me being a little older. But I'm ready to come spin some sliders and some curveballs at all the CPL.
Sounds like you're gonna be breaking a lot of bats in that wood bat league, man.
I hope so.
So this is your senior year. What are your plans after this? Because since all the D3 rules and really all the NCAA, you still got 2 years of eligibility left.
Yeah, I'm trying to, figure it out right now between going into the workforce and marketing for hopefully minor league baseball, if not professional baseball. But I'm also looking at potential graduate transfer opportunities. It's just been an exciting ride, just looking around, seeing what other schools have to offer and where I can get accepted to.
When you look at those alternate opportunities, is there a specific thing you try to focus on when you're looking at potential schools, major, size, whether it's D1 or anything like that?
Honestly, like I'm looking for my major. Like I'm a undergrad for sport management. I'm looking for either a master's of sport management or sport administration. Really, I don't mind about division or all that kind of things. Like I'm looking to go somewhere where I can contribute. So that's kind of the biggest things for me.
And you said whether the season ends and the career ends this year or in like 2 or 3 years, you said you're looking at like marketing minor league baseball, something like that?
Yeah, absolutely. Marketing for minor league baseball, it's something different compared to Major League Baseball. They have all the crazy nights and all the different themed jerseys, and I just want to get people into the ballpark wherever I go. So that's definitely something special I want to be a part of.
I mean, we definitely did a lot of that in Lexington County this year, and we got even more coming this year. Was there a favorite promotion or something that we had going last year that really stuck out to you?
Honestly, the Irish night was cool, especially because they had the camel chugging the Mountain Dew. That was pretty cool. But there was a lot of theme nights. The pancake jerseys are always a favorite, always a team favorite at least. But just always having people in the ballpark, there was always something crazy going on. So I loved it.
Oh yeah, for sure. And there's going to be a lot more of that this year. Got the pancakes jersey coming back. We're going to debut the Glowfish jerseys. I don't know what you've seen about those, but those are going to be those look real good. I'm definitely excited to see you put that one on and put up some zeros.
Oh, exactly. That's what I'm hoping for. Those Glowfish jerseys looked amazing. Like I'm really excited about it.
Absolutely. Is there anything else you want to say directly to the fans, to anybody out there?
Honestly, like thank y'all for having me back for season number 2 in Lexington County, and Steve and Echo Murray and the kids, get ready. I'll be back.
There we go. Y'all heard it here first. It's going to be a great summer. Josh Topper, everybody else, we thank you so much for watching. Thank you for coming out, Josh. We'll see y'all at the ballpark.
Absolutely. Thank you.